Hello there, and welcome back to part 2 of the Range Rover P38 Overfinch and my conclusion in what to do with the vehicle. Well, sadly, after looking at it, having a good look around, my first plan is to try and sell it. If there's someone out there who wants a Range Rover diesel with Overfinch modifications, then I'm going to put it back online to sell. If it doesn't sell, I will simply dismantle it and keep the parts for myself, or sell the individual parts on. Now, the reason I've decided not to repair it is just due to the amount of time it's not been used, and I'll walk you around and show you other things. So the reason I personally don't want to restore it is because, as I said, the sunroof has broken, water's dripped in. The seats aren't that bad actually, and they would clean up fine, but it has had water inside. Underneath, the mats are all wet, and I just don't think it would be that easy. I think it will need electrical work. Plus, thinking about it, now when I bought it, it was put into storage due to an engine problem, and the owner had been tinkering on it over the last 8 years. There's a spare head, and in the back was a radiator fan, the viscous fan, and I think he'd obviously started to think about taking it apart. So my initial thoughts are there's a problem with the engine. So there's a problem with the engine, problem with the electrics, and it's not run for 8 years. So I think dismantling it is the way forward. But I'm going to let it try and sell it, and if anyone does want it, good things about it, paintwork is really good, real nice colour combination. It's obviously been done well. The only places where the paint is flaking is on the scuttle panel. Now, the front bumper, I keep saying it's an Overfinch bumper. It's not. In fact, it's an Overfinch splitter. You remove them down here, it comes down here and across. Now, there's no damage to the bumper whatsoever, and the bumper is in really good condition, which is presumably very rare as well. I'd have thought about this. You could still buy Overfinch steering wheel badges, and it's got an Overfinch badge on the centre cap, so we might be able to get one of them to fit into that hole. So I'm going to list that car complete, but if anyone does want individual parts, it might be more viable just to break it. The wheels have actually got quite decent tyres. One of them's perished, but there's plenty of tread on them all, but they might have flat spots. The wheels do need refurbishing. They're not too badly curbed. There's a few nicks in them, but as a whole, I don't think it would take much to repair them at all. It obviously has been kept inside. I mean, it's filthy at the moment. So we've got the front bumper, wheels, and then the next things we saw in the last video is the door cards. It's only that bit that's been retrimmed. Again, this will all clean off really easily. The door cards, I think they're just standard later door cards. So it's the door handles, and then the seats as well have been retrimmed, as well as the centre cubby lid. So it obviously had a cream interior, and for some reason it's had the seats trimmed in grey. I call it grey black. I'd say it's grey with black piping, and then they brought new seats and transferred most of the parts across. Ultimately, what you need to do is go and buy a black interior that's in poor condition, take the leather off, the seat bases off, the seat backs off, and the door cards, and it'll be a relatively easy swap over. As I said before, there is an Alpine system in it. Whether it works or not, but it's been really neatly done. That might be savable. It's got a wooden steering wheel as well, but the wood is cracking. And I did say about the black headlining, but that has gone. Coming around, just to note, these are genuine P38 wheel nuts, so that's nice. I did have a set of Carns on the last Vogue 50. I had Carn 20-inch wheels, and somehow they just didn't fit nicely. They stuck out. These Overfinch wheels just look really nice. They look stock. They're on 255 45 265 45 20 tyres. I wonder if you just went a touch lower profile down to 40s, might just be slightly better. Coming around, there really is no damage on the car, and it's got stainless steel back box is JE. And that actually, if you look at that, looks quite good. Look at the tyres, plenty of tread, plenty of tread. To get it back on the road, it's going to need a lot of work. It really is, unfortunately. But somebody out there might think it's worth doing. One thing I noted, one of these rear tread plates has still got the original factory plastic on. See again in there, it's got cream clips in the middle. But I think if you were to make a hybrid interior, it should work out okay. So I'm going to sell the whole car complete. If anyone wants it, come and give me an offer. And if nobody wants it, then simply I'll let me know what parts you want, and I'll sell the parts individually. Because I've still got to do the Vogue 50 restoration, I'm going to have this. I'll put it straight on the online for sale straight away on eBay. And if nobody buys it, then once I finish the Vogue 50, I'll get it out of storage. But the front bumper and wheels alone must be worth a few pounds. So, well, let's see what happens with it. And potentially there will be a third video. Please remember to like and subscribe.